Alrighty, hi guys, it's Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6, the religious Australian Atuanism, the Terry Pratchett religion that we made up, kind of. Yeah, it's derivative, let's just say that. And we're playing with a couple of mods. I just want to remind you, we're playing with the KO Quick UI mod, which is the CQI mod, and the Take Your Time X2 Technology and Civic mods. And those are available on the Steam Workshop. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description of the video. If I don't worry about it. Just scream at me, and then I'll eventually get around to it. But yeah, jumping back into things, we have issues, but we also have, we have one issue, and that one issue is really just the Congo completely running away with the game unchallenged. Other than that, like, things aren't going too bad in terms of a religious victory. We're making our way along it. Now, as I said, pretty early into this series, I'm not too worried if I don't win. We're going to do a little bit of holy site prayers throughout our empire here where it makes sense and is appropriate. For example, over here could probably, if I were to do the City 6 overlap, yeah, it would make sense to drop like an industrial hub here somewhere, just to help these out. I mean, kind of would make sense. Kind of wouldn't. It'll just have to be something I do. I love these map modes. I don't think I'll ever be able to go back to playing without them. Like being able to just look up wonders and see, oh look, wonders, this guy's built wonders and this guy's built wonders and all that sort of stuff, like adjacency yields. Like here's a +7. Oh my god. Here's a red, which is 0, which is not very good. Anyway, yeah, like, all these map modes are awesome. And here's a scout map mode. Like, look, it's a scout map mode. You can see the things the scouts need to see, although it's kind of irrelevant at this point in the game because all the goodie hoods have been picked up. But still, the map modes are essential, and I think I'm going to be using CQUI going forward. Now, there is a little bit of theological shenaniganery that I'm going to have to do here. Spread him there. What are you, martyr? Oh wait, his theological unit was exposed and I didn't hit it. No, oh no, it's not, never mind. It just looked like it for a split second. It would make sense to grab an industrial hub here. Sure, kind of a sacrifice short term, bonus long term. Eventually this guy will grow to you, right? No, they changed? Yep, 6 turns. So you just sit there and look pretty. In the meantime, you should go to Perth, and you should repeat that route. And then you should go to Brisbane and also repeat that route. And then get this fish online. I have a lot of units moving in a general sense. Kaboom. Oh no. Look at all this crap in my way. Unit needs orders. What do you do? Relic is created. Where's your theological units, Russia? Lumber mill, or I think actually removing here makes sense. Drop outback stations on these tiles. Okay. What would you do? 3 extra spreads. Okay, yep. And you're also going to make your way over here to start spreading into the New World. The New World. Oh my goodness. I've really enjoyed this. It's one of the first times I've been able to really sit down and like knock out a really nice long recording session in quite a while. And I feel like I really get into it the longer I'm like sitting here and I start to think about things and wonder what is the most efficient way to play the game and stuff, and what I can do to make my comedy more interesting. So it's very fun to be able to actually get to sit down and do a very long like recording session, because usually what I'm doing in my recording sessions is I'm getting to sit down for like an hour or like an episode or maybe 2 or 3 episodes. So damn, it is just so good to get to like properly sit down and get shit done. Let's have a look at our government here. We're getting quite a bit of discounted stuff going on. Now, we need to start really cranking out these missionaries. So let's do that thing. Choose production here. I don't think a bank helps me here, but it takes about the same amount of time as a holy site production, so. Ballin' out of control has similar problems. I don't think a lighthouse really helps me here, although the housing might help. Let me see. What do you got? Yeah, you could use a housing. Grab the lighthouse. Do it. Darwin, you're gonna need another... You're gonna need another builder. I'm sorry, it's the way it is. Drop an outback station there, though, because that'll be a pretty interesting tile. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. You're gonna sit there and be pretty, as usual. Eventually, some of these units will be useful. A wave of missionaries are beginning to spawn. Religious triple strength. Where do all these missionaries keep going? I swear to God, they're like here and then bam, they're gone. Just like, holy shit, just stand still for like a turn so I can kill you. Okay. I need you to gain sources. It's really, really imperative that we stop. Can we even stop it? Yeah, we can. You've got a lot more spreads. Like, this unit is perfectly positioned to just be a pain in the ass. Can't even cross a river. It's frustrating. Trying to find any semblance of, like, a religious unit to fight. I'm not crazy. There was a ton here last turn, right? I swear. Also, the game is getting kind of laggy and slow on the turn transitions as we get into the late game. But I suppose we're kind of getting into that stage of the game where I talk about random shit and we don't really concentrate too much on what's actually happening. It looks like something died over here, a Taoism or something. Oh, look, we found one. We found one. Let's kill it. All right, I want a relic. Get there. Hit it. Hit. I can't hit it. Can't hit it. Can't hit it. Can't hit it because it's on a hill. It's on a hill, so I can't hit it. Oh my god. Alright. Canberra. Yeah, things are getting very, very chuggy this late into the game. Holy site prayers. We just need the faith. Missionaries out the wazonga. Let's get over there. I don't know if we can win, but we're gonna give it a whole hell of a hog try. These guys only have one charge left. It might even be worth it to. Oh look, combat! Oh my god, the combat dream. We're getting there. We're finding them. Need to get down here and fight these guys. This guy has spreads left. Can you get over to Yang? That's where I need you. Need you. I want to chop here and then drop another Outback Reno station. I started watching Stranger Things actually this last couple of days, and I think it's a really great show. I don't know how to even describe it. Like, there's some things I don't like about it. Like, some of the scenes in it, it just seems like, why was this like? It just some of the things felt gratuitous, like the teenage sex scene. It was like, okay, why was this here? Did it really develop a character at all? I'm not sure it did. Maybe it did a little bit, but I don't know. It just felt really. I suppose if they were going for that kind of to be relevant to the era that it was made, sure. Yeah, I can understand. And I suppose even some of the things to do with that are relevant even today with regards to the social pressures of like teenagers to have sex and stuff like that. So I guess sure, why not? But I don't know, maybe it felt a bit gratuitous to me and unnecessary. But I can definitely see that there are arguments for that scene to be in it. There was other stuff in it though that was pretty interesting, like the actual whole world building that they've done with the the whole monster. Not to spoil things, but surprise, surprise, it's a kind of horror show and there's a monster in it. The whole idea that there is a sort of, I love how they tied in the sort of the characters, because some of the characters are children. I love how they tied in the characters' imagination into finding solutions, like their fantastical imagination into finding solutions for a fantastical situation. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I really like that. There's a bit where they're talking about like an alternate dimension in Dungeons and Dragons with one of their teachers, and they use that to try and, figure out what's really going on. There's like a couple of scenes that I feel like, why was this here? And that was like, I talked about the other one, like the teenage sex scene, which was like, I don't know. It didn't make me feel uncomfortable. It just made me be like, okay, why is this here? What does this tell me about this character that I don't already know? And I couldn't really give you a good answer, which makes me feel that that scene was unnecessary or something. There was another scene though. I think it's when there's one of the main characters is practicing to shoot a gun because they're going to go hunting for the monster, and he's like missing the target a bunch, and like he can't hit it, and then like the girl like picks up the gun and then like hits it on the first shot, and I felt like, okay, sure, but that just felt really cliched and overdone. And I don't know, maybe it belongs, maybe it doesn't. But like, I feel like even though those are my complaints, I feel like those are really, really minor complaints in the scope of like the actual show. The actual show itself is fantastic, and you should definitely consider watching it if you're not already watching it. But other than that, I feel like some people are going crazy over it. It's really good, don't get me wrong, it's really, really good, but I don't know if I would be going crazy over it. It just seems decent enough to talk about, and decent enough to be worthy of, recommendation. But I don't think it really deserves maybe going nuts over it. I think maybe some people are going a little bit too far, although I can respect and understand. But it kind of ties back to that thing I talked about, where there's just no more chill in the world. People just have lost the ability to just like something. Now they have to love it, and it has to be the greatest thing on earth, and it can't just be like, yeah, that was good. Like, you can't just be like, yeah, that was good. In order for people to seemingly give a shit about your opinion, you have to like extremely exaggerate and be like, it was the greatest thing since, sliced ass or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just becoming that crotchety old man that I always worried I would become, and I no longer engage with those damn dare young people. Okay, I really need you to sabotage this. I don't think I'm going to be able to. When do I unlock my next spy, though? Good question. I do. Something I really like is they did put envoys into the civic tree. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. Oh, I'm going to be trying to juggle a lot of stuff coming up. I want to try and start more series. So I'm trying to like really get ahead of myself and really kind of pump in energy and time into getting the channel somewhere interesting. I think it's already in like a pretty interesting place with the community we have going and the people who comment and all that sort of thing. But I think like there's definitely potential here for something really, really awesome. And I want to try and explore that, because I think, that's kind of why I did this whole channel thing, is just this, it was kind of like, I want to do this, so I'm going to do this, and I want to see where it goes. And so far, I'm really enjoying it, seeing where it goes, because it's going fun places, in my opinion. Trying to find missionaries. There's a missionary over there that we can hunt down and fight. He seems to be trying to hide his missionaries. Religious strength is tripled. Relic is created. This is what we want. Moscow. Looks like Novgorod is converting back. We did convert it for a short period of time. We should be able to spread here, actually. Kaboosh. And we're just spending a couple of missionaries and apostles on China just to make sure we maintain the spreading. We're working on Congo. I think Congo got like a really good start. Pretty much unopposed. Which is probably why he's dominating so hard right now. Movember. I'm still not really entirely sure how to say his name. I think it's Movember. These turn transitions, holy heck, they are getting long. Jesus. We're about to finish humanism. Although, like, see, and this is part of the problem I find with going for some sort of religious victory is like you get to a certain point and then it's just like the social policy tree and technology tree are irrelevant to what I'm trying to do outside a couple of small bonuses. Maybe you know what? I might just force myself to play a bunch of religious games in a row and see what we can eke out of it. Maybe I'll figure out important strategies. Like, the art museum doesn't seem like it helps me much here. It seems like literally all I should do is start spamming holy site prayers and hope I can get enough missionaries to win. Why don't you get a holy site? Because you're a garbage city. That's why you don't get a holy site. You're garbage. Why don't you build me a scout for a turn? Waste your time. One more turn until this guy actually can build an outback station there. And yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Go to Jakarta. We have a 50-50 chance of disrupting the spaceport. Let's do it. Awesome. I think I'm gonna do spy stuff. Can't do that damage? Well, screw me then, I suppose. Trying to get these guys killed. And that's the problem, is like, it seems so counterintuitive to try and get a unit killed. That it just seems like, what am I doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, it just feels wrong to try and get a unit killed. As a game mechanic. I don't know, maybe I'm just crap at the game and don't understand the whole idea. Something. Also, it feels like the second I started pushing for a religious victory, that Movember was literally building the science things. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just didn't feel right. Ah, look, we've converted everything. Maybe I should have started sending out missionaries earlier? I didn't really feel like I was able to do it any earlier. I feel like I rushed as hard as I could for this. And it wasn't good enough. Boom, I'm just going to start using up these units. I don't care too much, I just want to get them... I just want to get as much faith spread as possible. So, am I dominant now? It's also kind of silly that religion has to be dominant over their cities rather than just dominant over their population. I don't know, maybe it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I am off my rocker. I feel like I sent these missionaries out as soon as I had the faith to do it. Maybe I went too apostle heavy in the early game, and I should have went more missionary heavy, especially for example America, who doesn't have there's not really much religion present in his land, and it also feels like religion spreads really slowly, passively. And missionaries don't move very quickly, especially on a water-based map. I don't know. Sure, I think it's about time we just do holy site prayers forever. In like every city. And then just like spammed out infinite missionaries. Balling out of control. Do holy site prayers. Unit needs orders. Oh, look, we can do it. Boom. Wow. We waited all that time for one food and one production. Damn, I'm a proud father of a tile. Like, look. I got my first relic just now. Like, that was so painful and arduous to get to this point. Like, this was so much work for 4 faith per turn and 8 tourism. This was so much work for almost no payoff. In fact, I'm so angry that that payoff was so shit that I'm just gonna, like, this guy, even though I've had him walk all over the world, I'm just gonna use him up. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Give me the old chopperino. Drop a holy site. Kaboosh. Go auto explore. Then similarly, we can get these furs online. Kaboosh. Hobart. Begin route and repeat. Unit needs orders. Go to Adelaide, begin route and repeat. Are there any of these not being used? These two are not being used. You need to transfer to Sydney. So we're spreading over here. Let's see how much that spread. Yep. Lots of converting left to do over here. We're more or less done over here actually, so you can make your way out of here. What do you do? Convert barbarians? Yeah. Not interested. Maybe my strategy is all wrong. Maybe I should just be sending like a missionary to each person or something. I don't know. That seems kind of weak though. Seems kind of weak sauce. And we only found like one religious city-state, except it was extremely late into the game when we found them. But hey, these guys are picking up my religions from somewhere. So, I mean, that's gotta count for something, right? Getting our religion out there. Number of people living in your empire is truly impressive. Thank you very much. I think that's going to wrap up this episode, though. This is a really interesting game. I think, though, the map is a little unbalanced. The map is just a smidge unbalanced, especially on true start locations. It might be better on non-true start locations, which is something I'll have to try. Maybe I'll do another Australia game without true start location. That's going to be it for now, though. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you want to see more episodes, you should subscribe to my channel, and if you want to directly support my channel, please leave a like on the video. And if you want to give me direct feedback about this episode or any other thing, please leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.